Throughout history, wars have not only been fought by soldiers, they have been shaped by inventions. Some weapons didn't just win battles. They changed entire civilizations, destroyed empires, and redefined how humans fight one another. From medieval cavalry charges to nuclear explosions capable of destroying cities in seconds, a few technologies stand out as the most lethal ever created. These are the 7 deadliest weapons in history, and each one permanently changed the course of warfare. The Maxim machine gun, the weapon that ended traditional warfare. In the late 19th century, warfare still resembled earlier centuries. Soldiers marched in formations, charged across open fields, and relied on numbers to overwhelm the enemy. Then came the Maxim machine gun, invented by Hiram Maxim in 1884. Unlike earlier firearms, this weapon used recoil power to automatically fire hundreds of rounds per minute. Armies quickly realized its devastating potential, and by World War I it had become a central battlefield weapon. The results were catastrophic. During battles such as the Somme, thousands of soldiers were killed in a single day while advancing against entrenched machine gun positions. Military tactics had not yet adapted, but technology already had, and the machine gun proved that industrial-age weapons could kill on a scale never seen before. Nuclear weapons, the power to destroy civilization. No weapon in history has possessed destructive power comparable to nuclear bombs. When the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima in 1945, tens of thousands of people died instantly, with many more dying later from radiation exposure. Modern nuclear arsenals are far more powerful than those early bombs. Some intercontinental ballistic missiles are capable of delivering warheads thousands of times stronger than the Hiroshima explosion. For the first time in human history, nations gained the ability to potentially eliminate entire populations or even threaten global civilization itself. Nuclear weapons transformed warfare from battlefield conflict into the possibility of total annihilation. Shock cavalry, the medieval weapon that shaped society. Long before modern firearms, another military innovation dominated the battlefield: heavy cavalry. Armored knights mounted on powerful war horses were nearly unstoppable for centuries. Advances such as improved saddles, stirrups, and stronger armor allowed cavalry to strike enemy lines with overwhelming force. Their dominance was so complete that medieval social systems evolved around them. Feudalism itself was closely connected to maintaining mounted warriors, as land and wealth supported the expensive equipment required for knightly warfare. Eventually, new infantry tactics and long-range weapons reduced cavalry dominance, but for centuries the armored knight represented one of the most powerful military forces ever created. Greek fire and napalm, weapons of fire and terror. Few weapons inspired as much fear as early incendiary weapons. The Byzantine Empire developed a mysterious substance known as Greek fire, capable of burning even on water and devastating enemy ships during naval battles. The exact formula remains unknown today. Centuries later, modern warfare introduced napalm, a flammable gel used in bombing campaigns during World War II and later conflicts. Firebombing attacks destroyed entire cities and caused massive civilian casualties. These weapons demonstrated that destruction was no longer limited to soldiers. Entire urban populations could become targets. Rifles, precision weapons that multiplied casualties. Early muskets were inaccurate and slow to reload, limiting their battlefield effectiveness. The development of rifled barrels, which caused bullets to spin for greater stability and accuracy, changed everything. Innovations such as the mini-ball allowed rifles to be loaded quickly while maintaining precision, dramatically increasing both range and lethality. During the American Civil War, commanders who still relied on older tactics suffered devastating losses because soldiers now possessed far more accurate weapons. Later developments, including automatic rifles, ensured that infantry combat would never again resemble the slow-firing lines of earlier centuries. Submarines, the invisible naval threat. For centuries, naval battles occurred on the surface of the ocean. Submarines changed that completely. By World War I, German U-boats were sinking massive amounts of Allied shipping, threatening global supply routes, and contributing to major political decisions such as the United States entering the war. Modern submarines are even more powerful, capable of launching ballistic missiles from underwater positions thousands of miles away. Some missile submarines carry enough nuclear warheads to devastate entire regions of the world. The submarine introduced a new concept in warfare, the ability to strike from complete invisibility. Biological weapons, the deadliest weapon without a battlefield. Unlike traditional weapons, biological agents do not distinguish between soldiers and civilians. Throughout history, disease has often killed more people than combat itself. One early example occurred during the medieval siege of Kaffa, when infected bodies were thrown over city walls, spreading disease among the population and contributing to the wider spread of plague. In modern times, international agreements have attempted to ban biological warfare, recognizing that once released, infectious agents can spread far beyond their intended targets. Biological weapons remain among the most feared because their impact can be unpredictable, uncontrollable, and global. Conclusion: the evolution of destruction. From mounted knights to nuclear missiles, the history of warfare shows a clear pattern. Each new technological breakthrough increases the distance between attacker and target while multiplying destructive power. Weapons have evolved from handheld tools requiring direct combat to systems capable of striking from thousands of miles away or spreading silently through populations without a single shot being fired. The story of these 7 weapons is not just a history of war. It is a reminder of how technological innovation can shape the fate of nations and why the responsibility of controlling such power has never been more important. History shows that weapons do not simply win wars, they redefine the world that survives them.